sessions, in the last sessions, we had a discussion. In the last sessions, we had a discussion about modifiers concept. Have you remember, right? Modifiers concept we just started, sir. In the a small, let me repeat, abstract method and abstract class. Observe that abstract method and abstract class. Already we discussed it, sir. Just repeating, sir. So sometimes what will happen is we don't know about implementation. If we don't know about implementation, sir, still we can declare a method. Regarding if we don't know about implementation, still we can declare a method. Such type of methods are by default considered abstract methods. Best example, sir, vehicle. Regarding I have one vehicle is there, sir. Every vehicle having number of wheels. Sir, how many wheels vehicle has? Public int get a number of wheels. Regarding get number of wheels like this. Sir, how many wheels vehicle has? We can't provide implementation, because the reason for that is the number of wheels are vary from vehicle to vehicle. Correct, right? The number of wheels are varied from vehicle to vehicle. That's why we can't provide the implementation. Even though we don't know about implementation, still we can declare that method with the abstract modifier. Regarding with the abstract modifier, now this abstract method should end with the semicolon. Okay, because the reason is we are not providing implementation, right? We are not providing implementation. Implementation is not available. That's why compulsory abstract method ends with the semicolon. It is one important rule, sir. Okay, public abstract int get number of fields. So this is abstract. So what is abstract method? The method which is having only declaration but not the implementation. Only declaration but not the implementation. Okay, like this one, sir. The method which is having only declaration but not implementation, such type of methods are by default considered abstract method. Everyone can able to understand? Yes. What is the abstract method? Who asked this question? Sumit, not Sumit. Who asked this question? Can you please? Are you getting right? Yes, the person who asked this question. Yes. So that's this is what is abstract method. The method which is having only declaration but not the implementation. But not implementation. Such type of thing is by default considered as abstract method. Regarding next, sometimes if a class contain at least one abstract method, compulsory that the class should be declared as abstract. Remember that if a class contain at least one abstract method, compulsory that the class should be declared as abstract. What is the reason? Reason for that is just the reason for this is, sir, because if a class contain at least one abstract method, that the class is not fully implemented. So very simple, abstract class means partial implementation class. Regarding partial implementation class, sir, it is not fully implemented, sir. Partial implementation class, sir. Abstract method means it is not partially implemented class. If I can take abstract method means only declaration but not the implementation. Only declaration but not the implementation. Right? So that's all. This is about what is abstract class, what is abstract method, right? Now I have one small doubt, sir. My doubt is, if a class doesn't contain any abstract method, I have M1 is there, sir, having implementation. I have M2 is there, having implementation. I have M3 is there, having implementation. Can you please tell? Is it if I have some abstract method? If I have, do you know, right? Sir, abstract no abstract methods are there. Still, can I declare the class as abstract? Can you please tell? Still, can I declare class as abstract? Yes, because abstract class can contain zero number of abstract methods also, because I'm feeling that, boss, these methods are not properly implemented. It is not complete implementation, just a dummy implementation, not proper implementation. If you feel like that, then happily you can declare class as abstract. So abstract class means Abstract class means partial implementation, partially implemented class. Abstract method means only declaration but not implementation. That's all. So I hope Saurav Kumar asked this question. Now, sir, that's all. This is about that. Next, and after completing that, public. Next, and after that, private. Next, protected. Public, private, protected, and then default. These members also we discussed already, right? Okay. So, what is the next cinema we require to talk about? Interface concept. Interfaces concept. Very, very important terminology, sir. Interfaces concept. So, what is? Can you define what is an interface? Anyone? Anyone? Can you please tell what is an interface? Yes, ma'am. Can you please tell what is an interface? Sir, very simple terminology, sir. Any requirement specification. Don't tell interface is a class. Interface is internally converted into that class file, but interface is not a class. Sir, any requirement specification is by default considered as interface. Any requirement specification, remember this one. Any requirement specification is by default considered as interface concept. Remember. So, what is the meaning of any requirement specification? Any requirement specification? Very simple, sir. In layman terminology, I will explain. Layman terminology, I will explain, sir. Suppose I want to construct a building. Construct a building, sir. So, to construct a 1,000-floor building, directly no one is going to construct a building, sir. What first we require? Plan. First we require plan. In the plan, everything is there. In the plan, everything is there. So once the plan is ready, then we will start construction of building. This plan itself is nothing but requirement specification to construct the building. This plan itself is nothing but requirement specification to construct the building. Okay, so any requirement specification is by default considered as interface concept. Observe very carefully, sir. So if any implementation, any requirement specification is by default considered interface concept, right? Remember that. So best example, one person came, layman, one person college. What we call one college director case. Sir, I want one small software. My software. I want one small software. My software contain college automation software, sir. This is about my requirement. College automation software, sir. This is in this. I want sir attendance, get attendance. Like sir, this is service I want. Next time after that, our admin people should be in a position to update attendance. Next, get marks. This service I want. Next, we require to update marks after completing exam. We require to update marks. Get fee details, like all these services I want. Can you please develop a small software application? Sir, this is regarding that. Can you please provide a small software application like a person came, a client came up with this requirement, right? Sir, this is the requirement specification. This specification I require to implement. I want to implement in his own style, in his own required way. So, that thing, this requirement specification is by default considered as what? Interface concept. Everyone can able to understand, right? What is an interface? Any requirement specification is by default considered as interface concept, right? Remember that. Suppose or still here assume that there is a I have one Java program is there. You can able to understand very easily. Next, this word is the very important. Just observe that. I have Java application in there, sir. Okay, this is my Java application, right? This Java app application want to communicate with the database, right? So this Java application wants to communicate with the database. Assume that maybe Oracle database, or maybe MySQL database, or maybe Sybase, any database, right? Okay. If this Java application required to communicate with the database, so in the middle some software must be required. Regarding some software must be required. that the software is by default considered as driver software. Regarding in the middle, some software is required. That software itself is nothing but what? Driver software, right? Now, sir, I want to develop the driver. Who is the responsible to develop this driver software, sir? Very simple, sir. In this driver software, which methods are required? Which methods are required? Okay, which methods are required? All these things are defined inside JDBC API. Regarding inside JDBC API, all these things are defined inside JDBC API, sir. JDBC API. Sir, who is the responsible to provide this JDBC API? Yes, Java people responsible. Of course, some people, now I can use the word, it is currently Oracle. Okay, Oracle people provided JDBC API. JDBC API, who is the responsible? Who is the responsible to provide implementation? All database vendors are responsible, right? Okay, Oracle people implemented, MySQL people implemented, next DB2 people implemented, right? The Oracle people implemented this JDBC API is called Oracle driver. Regarding what it is, what's our Oracle driver? MySQL people implemented, that thing is by default considered as MySQL driver or MySQL connector. Okay, DB2 people implemented, then automatically this is called a DB2 driver, like this, right? So now take a bit very special care. I want to implement my own driver software. But which methods I have to provide implementation? Where that requirement specification is there? That requirement specification itself is nothing but this is JDBC API. Can you please tell what is this I? Please respond. What is this I? I is nothing but application programming interfaces. Regarding application programming interfaces, right? Sir, any requirement specification by default available in the form of interfaces only. Now the people, sir, some people who want to provide implementation, they are going to implement that requirement specification in their own way. Observe. So I hope everyone got clearly what is an interface. Any requirement specification which contain was these methods. Can you please provide implementation? These methods, can you please provide implementation? Something like such type of thing is by default considered. Yes, by default considered yes, interfaces concept. Any doubt? Any doubt? Okay, just aware that. Sir, now, so now we will discuss. Sir, up to this, there is no doubt at all. Okay, what is Oracle driver is not an interface. It is the implementation class. It is the implementation class of JDBC API. Sayan, Oracle driver is the implementation class of JDBC API. MySQL driver is the implementation class of JDBC API. DB2 driver is the implementation class of JDBC API. Getting right? So all these are implementation classes. Here requirement specification is there. Remember that. So now I have one small doubt. Take a bit very special care, sir. I have one plan is there, sir. Just observe that I have one plan is there to construct. I have one plan is there to construct 1,000 floors building. 1,000 floors building, sir. 1,000 floors building I require to construct. I have plan is there. Now this plan never talks about implementation. Correct or not? This plan never talks about implementation, sir. It never talks about implementation. Now, sir, I contacted one architect provided plan. Once plan is ready, I require to contact a builder. Regarding I require to contact a builder. Right? Now to the builder. Now I will ask the builder, array, I want 1,000 floors building, how much is the cost? Sir, 100 crores is the cost. Okay, like we had a discussion, I signed agreement, right? When you are going to hand over this building, sir, within 3 years I will hand over, right? Then okay, no problem, like contract signed, everything is fixed. Now the builder start working, right? Sir, after 1.5 years I went. After 1.5 years I went, sir. I went almost sir, 400 floors are ready. 400 floors are ready, sir. So it is almost 400 floors are ready, sir. Now can you please tell Now, can you please tell, is it full implementation or partial implementation? Please respond. Is it full implementation or partial implementation? Partial, not completed, not completed. If 1,000 floors are going to complete, then it is a complete. But here just half of the thing only, partial. This type of partial implementation thing is by default considered as abstract class. Remember this one. So abstract class is the partial implementation of an interface, because it's not fully implemented, right? Just after 3 years or 3.5 years, then I went there. Boss, building is ready. Can you please have a look? You can ready to accommodate. We can ready to accommodate. Building is ready. Then automatically after 3 years I saw 1,000 floors are ready. Now I can use the word it is complete. Fully completed building. Are you getting that? Fully completed building. This fully completed building is nothing but, okay, concrete class. Fully completed building is nothing but concrete class. Remember this one, sir. A bit very carefully about this one. Are you in a position to understand? Sir, what is plan? Which never talks about implementation. Such a type of thing is nothing but interface concept. Okay, we are talking about implementation, but not completely. We are talking about implementation, but not completely. Then we should go for abstract class. We are talking about implementation, but completely ready to provide service. Then we should go for concrete class. Regarding, then we should go for concrete class. Observe that carefully. Any doubt? Any doubt? Are you in a position? What is an interface? What is abstract class? What is the concrete class? First, get the basic idea in your mind. Okay. Now, how you can declare interface? How you can implement an interface? Next, while implementing interface, what things you have to take care? This is the only requirement for the exam. Even some more extra things we are going to discuss, but this one must be compulsory required, sir. Observe that carefully. What I'm trying to take is, I'm taking one interface, interrupt. Regarding, I'm taking one interface, interrupt I'm taking, sir. So this interface contain sir, two methods are there. Sir, void m1, next and after that void m2. Sir, total how many methods are available? Please respond. How many methods are available? 2 methods are there, sir. So one person came. Sir, I have requirement. I want 2 services. Like that, a person came. Then immediately I told, array, no problem. One client came, sir. No problem. I will provide implementation for this. I will provide implementation for these 2 services. No issue at all. I'm signing. How you can provide implementation, sir? Class, I'm the service provider. Assume that I'm the service provider, because I'm going to implement this. Service provider implements. Which keyword we require to use? Observe carefully. Which keyword we require to use? Implements keyword. We require to use. Implements interrupt like class service provider implements interrupt like this. I'm taking, sir. Can you please confirm? Sir, now I have to provide implementation. Void m1 like this I'm taking. Of course, sir, dummy implementation or some implementation I'm providing. Don't worry about that, sir. That's all. Can you please tell either code is going to compile or not? Just I'm providing up to this only. Either code is going to compile or not? Please respond. Is it going to compile or not? Good. Either code is going to compile or not? Srinivas Rao, take a bit special care. Jyoti Prasad, is it going to compile or not? Is it valid or invalid? Okay, remember that. Remember, it is invalid. We are doing. It is invalid. We are doing the mistake. First mistake. Of course, here multiple mistakes we are doing. First mistake, sir. Sir, implement interrupt means you are already telling you sign on the bond. Implement interrupt means you sign on the bond that each and every abstract method in the interface I'm going to provide implementation. Like that you are giving the promise. Remember this one, sir. Implement interrupt means like that. Sir, now you provided implementation only for M1, but where is M2? Are you getting that? Where is M2? You didn't provide implementation for M2, then the client is going to give left and right. Hey, you told that you are going to complete 1,000 floors, but now you are completing only 500 floors. What you got remaining, man? What you got remaining? It's not full implementation. Like so, point number 1. Okay, if we are implementing an interface, for all methods. For all methods of that interface, we should provide implementation. For all methods of that interface, we should provide implementation. Regarding we should provide implementation. First point, sir. Sir, by mistake, I'm unable to provide implementation. Sir, I completed only 50%. I completed only 50%, but remaining I don't know. I didn't provide implementation, right? Then it is not complete. It is a partial only. That's why you should declare this class as abstract. Remember this one, sir. This class as abstract. This rule is very, very important for our exam. So whenever we are implementing an interface, for each and every abstract method of that interface, compulsory we have to provide implementation. Remember, if you are unable to provide implementation for at least one method, then it is not fully implemented, it is partially implemented, and hence compulsory we should declare class as abstract. Any doubt? Any doubt? Sir, up to this is the very, very clear for you people, right? This is the first point what you people should aware. Next, there is one more point, sir. One more. If I can take abstract, can you please tell either code is going to compile or not? Please respond. Either code is going to compile or not? If I can take abstract, is it going to compile or not? Yes or no? Peramani, can you please respond? All the people, yes, it is not going to compile. It is not going to compile. Invalid. Compile error. So we are not required compulsory. You should extend in the future. If you want, you can do that. If you want, you can do that. But here, there is one problem is there with this M1. There is one problem here with this M1 implementation invalid. What is the problem? What is the problem is, take very special care. What is the problem is, every method present inside interface is always public and abstract by default. Remember this. It is always public. It is always public. And it is always abstract. Every method present inside interface is by default public and abstract, whether we are declaring or not declaring. That's why, so ends with the semicolon, if you observe that. Every method present inside interface is always public and abstract, whether we are declaring or not. Okay, you are not required to declare explicitly abstract. Okay, whether we are declaring or not, every method is always public and abstract. Okay, next, as interface method is always public. Is always public, sir. Is always public. While implementing, we should not reduce access modifier. Sir, here it is the public. It is the public. But here it will become default. You are not providing anything default. Public to default. Sorry, not allowed. Public to default, overriding. Public to default is not allowed. Compulsory. This method also must be declared as the public. Remember that. Compulsory. This method also must be declared as the public. So, second important point is, every interface method is already public. Even you are not declaring already public. At the time of implementation, compulsory we should declare that method as the public. Remember that a bit dangerous points are this one. Every interface method at the time of implementation compulsory should be declared as the public, otherwise the code is not going to compile. Remember one thing. Next, for each and every method, you should provide implementation. If you are unable to provide implementation for at least one method, compulsory, do you know, sir, you should declare class as abstract. These two things are very important points while implementing. Remember, if you are not doing any of this, the code is not going to compile, sir. Let me remove this. Let me remove this. Observe that so that you can able to see what is the problem with this code. 1 minute, sir. The colon Durga classes. The colon Durga classes here. So service provider. Just I'm taking service provider dot Java. Yeah, service provider dot Java like this, right? Let me compile this code. Let me compile this code. Sir, I'm doing both. I'm doing both mistakes. Have you observed, right? I'm doing both mistakes. Both mistakes I'm doing. Sir, Java saying service provider dot Java. Observe two compiled errors by default you are going to get, sir. Yes, two errors we are getting. Error number one. Service provider is not abstract and does not override abstract method M2. Sir, you didn't provide M2. That's why it's not abstract and you didn't provide abstract method M2 like this, right? Okay, no problem. Let me declare class as abstract. Okay, then automatically one error by default will be gone. Only one error is there. Yes. What is this error? M1 in service provider cannot be implement M1 in interrupt. Attempting to assign Waker access privileges was a public. Attempting to assign Waker access privileges was a public like this, right? Okay. Let me take this one as a public. Yes, observe that. Happily the code is going to be compiled. Happily the code is going to be compiled. Happily it is going to run. Everyone can able to understand? Everyone can able to understand? Yes, these are the two important conclusions you people should aware, sir. Whenever we are implementing an interface, for each and every method we have to provide implementation. Otherwise, you have to declare. If you are unable to provide implementation for at least one method, declare class as abstract. Declare class as abstract. Point number one. Second point here is second point is whenever every interface method is already public, even you are not declaring is already public. At the time of implementation, compulsory we should declare as public. Otherwise, the code is not going to be compiled. Clear? Are you able to understand? Okay. Now, sir, yeah. Wait a minute. We will discuss that point soon. Okay. Now, what is the next thing? Who is the responsible to provide implementation for M2? Please respond. Who is the responsible to provide implementation for M2? Who is the responsible to provide implementation for M2, sir? Ayo. Next level child class. Now I'm taking class sub service provider extends service provider. Sub service provider extends service provider. Like this I'm taking class sub service provider extends service provider. Like this I'm taking, sir. Sir, now the point here is class sub service provider. Sir, I'm not providing any implementation in this. Then compiler will give left and right. Oh, you are extending service provider. Service provider is abstract because it doesn't implement M2. You are responsible to provide implementation, man. You are not providing implementation. How I can compile this code? Observe that. Yes, sub-service provider is not abstract like this and does not override abstract method M2. It's clearly telling does not override abstract method M2 like this, right? Yes. How I can solve this problem is better. Sir, can you please tell, is it a valid implementation or not? Respond. Is it a valid implementation or not? Why? Is it a valid implementation or not? Invalid. Why? What is the problem? We are doing reducing the scope. Public should be required. Sir, public. Are you getting public? Public should be required. That's why it is the public. Then happily. Are you getting? Observe that. Observe that. Happily the code is going to be compiled. Remember that. So if you are unable to provide implementation for at least one method, compulsory the class should be declared as abstract. Next level child classes are responsible to provide implementation for the remaining. These are the loopholes are there, sir. I hope everyone in a position to understand. Not required to keep much explanation about these things. Okay, just clear? Up to this, just only two rules are there, sir. We can implement an interface by using implements keyword. We can implement by using implements keyword. Next, while implementing interface, for all methods we have to provide implementation. If you are unable to provide implementation for at least one method, compulsory we have to declare class as abstract. Next, if you are providing implementation, okay, while providing implementation, compulsory every interface method should be declared as public. These are the rules what you people should be aware. So clear rules are there. Now you can ask the question. Sumit. Yes. Okay. Well, that's all. This is about what is the meaning of interface, how to declare, how you can implement, and so on. Next, there are some small important loopholes, but for the exam may not require, but compulsory you people should be aware, sir. So you know, extends versus implements. Remember this one: extends versus implements. Right? Sir, yeah, Sumit, we should take child class necessary for M2 method. Okay, if you are unable to provide implementation at this class level, then we have to take that. Even you are not taking also, the code is going to compile. But the problem is how you can call M1 method. If you want to call M1 method, compulsory object must be required. But if you want to create an object, this class is abstract. Object creation is not possible. To use this M1 method, at least we have to provide implementation for M2. Now, I can create an object for subservice provider. Yes, is equal to new subservice provider. Now you can call s.m1 method, s.m2 method. Happily both methods by default are going to respond. Sumit, are you able to understand? Even you are not taking this one, code is going to compile. But the problem is how you can call that M1? How you can call these methods? So compulsory someone required to complete our job. Then who is the responsible to complete in this child class? I don't want to take child class, sir. I don't want to take child class. Here only I want to provide M2 implementation also. Well and good, no problem at all. Then you can remove happily. This person is the proper person because he provided implementation for both methods. Sumit, getting right? Okay, that's all. Next, extends versus implements, sir. So where we can use extends keyword, where we can use implements keyword, compulsory you should have clear clarity, sir. Sir, I have class A. Just to take a bit very special care. This is terminology, right? Extends keyword and implements extends keyword and then implements keyword, right? So very simple. Class A extends B, sir. Class A extends B. So is it a valid or not? Observe that class A extends B. Is it a valid or not? Okay. Remember that a class can extend another class. Okay, this is nothing but inheritance concepts, sir. In the a class can extend another class. Sir, a class can extend how many classes? A class can extend how many classes? Only one class. A class can extend how many classes? Only one class. Remember, a class can extend only one class at a time. Can extend only one class at a time. Okay, remember that. Sir, more than one class. Class A extends B extends B. This one is perfectly valid, sir. By mistake, class A extends B comma C, then automatically it will become invalid. Remember that. Okay. Next, second, because Java won't provide support for multiple inheritance in classes. In classes, remember. Second one, sir, a class can implement how many interfaces? A class can implement how many interfaces? How many interfaces? Respond. A class can implement how many interfaces? Any number of interfaces. Any number of interfaces. A class can implement any number of interfaces, right? Yes, class A implements B comma C comma D, something like this. Okay, perfectly this one is valid, sir. Perfectly this one is valid. A class can implement any number of interfaces, no problem at all. Okay, so a class A implements B comma C comma D itself is acceptable. Okay, next, sir, a class, this is very important point. An interface extends, an interface extends, can extend how many interfaces at a time? Anyone? Interface also can extend another interface. How many interfaces at a time? Interface can extend how many interfaces at a time? A class can extend only one class at a time, because Java won't provide support for multiple inheritance. An interface can extend any number of interfaces. Any number of interfaces. Remember that. Sir, best example, I have interface here. I have interface A. Assume that I have interface B. I have interface B. Next, I have interface C. Interface C extends A comma B. I'm taking, sir. Interface C extends C comma C. Now let me save C.Java. C.Java. Perfectly, this one is valid because interface can extend any number of interfaces, no problem at all. Java C. C.Java. Java C.Java. Perfectly itself is valid, no problem at all. Clear, right? So an interface can extend any number of interfaces. Yes, acceptable. Okay, any number of interfaces, right? That's why some people are considering Java provides support for multiple inheritance. Java provides support for multiple inheritance, sir, with respect to interfaces. Okay, like next, fourth one, sir. This is also important. All these are important loopholes, right? Syntax related things. Sir, another important point. What is the next point? Is listen very carefully. Can you please tell, is it a valid syntax or not? Please respond. Class A, I'm taking extends B, and then implements C. So A and B are classes. A class can extend, and can implement an interface. Are you getting that? Simultaneously it is doing, sir. Yes, valid. Even any number of interfaces, no problem at all. Now the point is, a class can extend another class, and can implement any number of interfaces, simultaneously. Any number of interfaces simultaneously. Remember this one, sir. So class A extends B, implements class A extends B, implements C comma D. Perfectly valid syntax, right? Are you getting? Just take a bit very special care. Can you please tell, is it valid or invalid? Please respond. Class A implements B, extends C. Assume that B is interface, C is a class. B is interface, C is a class. Can you please tell, is it valid or not? Yes, class A extends, class A implements B, and extends C. So B is an interface, interface B. C is a class. Can you please guide, sir? Is it valid or invalid? Please respond. Only 2 or 3 members are responding. What about remaining? Just simply listening. Class A implements B, extends C. Is it valid or invalid? Okay. Remember that a class can extend and can implement simultaneously. No problem at all. But the problem here is, if implements and extends both are there, compulsory extends we have to take first and then implements we have to take next. Remember. So if the class contain implements and extends is there, first we require to take extends and then we require to take implements. Extends first come and then implements, right? Remember. Now let me compile. This program name is a user service provider.java. No problem. Any name you can use. Yes, have you observed? This is the problem we are getting. Yes, compatible, right? Clear, right? Are you able to understand? Sir, if I can take first class A extends C and then implements B. First extends and then implements. First extends and then implements. Perfectly valid. No problem at all. Okay, that's all. Extends first and then implements the next. That thing you have to evade, sir. Clear? So this is about extends versus implements. Extends where you have to use, implements where we have to use. Yeah. What happens to interfaces of the same method that are implemented? Yeah, Raviraj, we will discuss. Yes, up to this is the clear, right? Yes, ma'am. These are the loopholes what you people should evade, sir. A class can extend only one class at a time. A class can implement any number of interfaces. An interface can extend any number of interfaces. A class can extend and implement, but compulsory we require to use extends first and then implements only. That's all. Okay. But anyway, think a bit logically. Think a bit logically. Veeramani, Sayan Banerjee. Can you please think a bit logically? Why this restriction? If you are very strong in terminology, then why we have to take first extends and then implements only? Why we are not allowed? Why we can't take first implements and then extends? Think a bit. There may be some reason. Check in the Google somewhere. Okay, that's all. This is where you can use extends versus implements. Now I have one small doubt, sir. If I can take extends y, can you please tell x and y should be? Please respond. X and y should be? Can you please tell for which combinations this one is going to be satisfied? For which combinations this one is going to be satisfied? Very simple. X and y can be classes. Because a class can extend another class. X and y can be interfaces. Because interface can extend another interface. Perfectly it is possible. I'm taking x extends y comma z. X extends y comma z. Can you please tell x extends y comma z? Yes, for class means abstract class also covered. X extends y comma z. Can you please tell for which combination it is valid? Yes, for which combination it is valid? Only one combination. X comma y comma z should be interfaces. Because interface can extend any number of interfaces simultaneously. Saurav, interface can extend any number of interfaces simultaneously. Remember that. Okay, that's why this rule is applicable. Okay, now I'm taking x extends y implements z. Can you please tell which things for which combinations of x, y, z this one is valid? Can you please respond? For which combinations of x, y, z this is the value? X and y should be respond. X and y should be. Why you are silent, man? X and y should be should be classes, X and Y should be classes, Z should be interface. Z should be interface. Right? Now, X implements Y, comma Z, extends W. Can you please tell for which combinations this rule is valid? For which combinations this rule is valid? This rule is valid. Can you please tell? Invalid. What is the reason here? First you have to take extends and then implements when. Why you are taking first implements and then extends? That's why this one is invalid. Remember that itself is invalid combination, right? First we have to take extends and then implements, like that's all. Okay. Next, these are syntactical related, but very good news for the certification exam, especially OCJA. They never going to ask this level. Just they know how to implement an interface. Whenever we are implementing an interface, so public you are using or not, all methods you are implementing or not, these are the only things they are going to check. Don't worry about that. Are you getting? But anyway, next, sir, what is about interface methods? Remember this one. What is about interface methods, right? Sir, just now I told every method present inside interface is always public and abstract, whether we are declaring or not, sir. Every method present inside interface is always public and abstract, whether we are declaring or not. Okay, remember that. So public and abstract, every method present inside interface is always public and abstract, sir. Okay, whether we are declaring or not. But so here legend, if I can take void m1, if I can take public void m1, if I can take abstract void m1, or if I can take public abstract void m1. Have you observed, right? Sir, if you can take any of these, by default invalid, by default equal inside interface, because whether we are declaring or not declaring, every interface method is always public and abstract, that's why sir, all these things are equal inside interface. Whether we are taking first declaration or second declaration or third declaration, all these things are always equal. Okay, because whether we are declaring or not, every interface method is always public and abstract. Any doubt? Any doubt about this one? Okay, that's all. Next, listen very carefully about this one, sir. There is one small twist is there. More concentration must be required. But anyway, certification level, they may not ask, but having the knowledge is very important. Can you please respond each and every person? Every method present inside interface is always, just now I told, is always. Please respond. I want to listen from each and every person. Every method present inside interface is always public and abstract, whether we are declaring or not. Is always public and abstract, whether we are declaring or not. But this rule is applicable until 1.7 version only. In the 1.8 version, inside interface, we can declare default methods also. We can declare default methods also, and even we can declare static methods also. Remember that we can declare default methods also. We can declare static methods also. Static methods also. But this facility came from which version onwards? 1.8 version onwards. So in the 1.8 version, in addition to public and abstract method, happily we can declare default methods we can take, Under static methods also we can take, sir. Sir, now you may ask, sir, what is the default method? How you can declare the default method, sir? Very simple. Why this default method concept came? First, how to declare syntactical things better to get first clearly. Sir, here I'm taking, assume that class test. Observe that interface there. I want to declare default method. Default method we are declaring like this. Default method like this. Have you observed? This is the default method, right? Now system.out.println. Sir, default method inside interface. Inside interface. But this concept came in which version onwards? Can you please confirm? Java 1.8 version, new feature it is. Observe, Java 1.8 version, new feature. Now this default method by default available to the implementation class. One minute, please. Hi friends. Yeah, let me come back. Sorry. Here just observe that default methods concept came in which version, sir? 1.8 version. 1.1.8 version, right? So this is the default method. Sir, interface default methods by default available to the implementation class. Okay, implements a tester, implements interf. Observe that implements interf line. Now here I'm taking tester t is equal to new tester. Tester t is equal to new tester t dot m1 method. Tester t is equal to new tester t dot m1 method like this I'm taking, sir. Now let me save this code tester.java. Sir, can you please confirm everyone observing the code, right? Yes. Here this is how to declare default method. How to declare default method. Next, in the implementation class, we can create an object on that. You can call this m1. You can call this m1. Here, happily, do you know that method is going to come? Java C tester.java. Java C tester.java. Java tester. Are you getting Java tester like this, right? But the output by default we are going to get Java 1.8 default method inside interface. Are you getting Java like this? Perfectly, it's going to work. Now the point here is, sir, is it having implementation or not? Can you please tell? Is this method having the implementation or not? Yes, this method having the implementation. This person not required to provide implementation for this interface method. Directly, if he want, he can use. If he is not satisfied with this, he can override also. Sir, I want to override. I'm not satisfied with that, man. Public void m1 method. Public void m1 method. Now I'm trying to override. Yes, this is system.out.println overriding method. Just observe that. Overriding method like this I'm taking, sir. Overriding method like this I'm taking. Now observe. Now instead of this m1 method is going to come. If you want to observe that compiled, under then which one is going to come? Overriding method will come in the picture. Are you getting right? So clear for all of you? Yes, make sure. Sir, whenever we are overriding, compulsory we should override with public only, Sayan, because every interface method is always public. This is a default, means a default keyword, but not default method, not a default access modifier. Default method. That's why default came. It is already public only. Internally. Okay. So interface default method, okay, by default available to the implementation class. If you want, you can use it directly. If you are not satisfied with that, then automatically you can override that implementation, no problem at all, in our own style. Are you getting right? So from this discussion, I'm expecting from you people, okay, only you should be aware what is the default method, how to declare default method, how you can able to access this default method. Next, what is the default, why this default came in the picture, what is the importance, why the people choose this default word. Yes, I will discuss. Up to this is the clear? Up to this is the clear? How to declare default method, how you can able to access default method, how you can able to override in the child class. Now observe the central idea, central concept. Sir, why these default methods came? What is the need? Because interface should not contain any implementation, sir, as per our rule. But why this default method concept came in the 1.8 version? Yes, the reason is legend this one. Observe very carefully about my explanation, right? Sir, I wrote one interface. I have one interface is there, sir. Listen very carefully, sir. I have one interface is there. This interface contain 10 methods are there, sir. Now or otherwise, 1 minute. Let me go for executable code only. I have one interface is there, sir. Assume that I have one interface is there. Interface is there, sir. Now I have, sir, two methods are there, sir. This interface contain two methods are there, sir. Two methods are there. Can you please tell this interface implemented by how many people? How many implementation classes can be there? Please respond. For this interface, how many implementation classes will be there? Any number. Because have you remembered, right? JDBC API. Assume that it is an interface. Assume it is an interface. Then Oracle people provided implementation in their own style. MySQL people provided implementation in their own style. DB2 people provided implementation their own style. That means for this, any number of implementation classes are there. Sir, assume class test1 implements interrupt. Class test1 implements interrupt. He is providing public void m1, public void m1, public void m2, like this, right? Sir, is the first implementation class. Now second implementation class, right? Class tester2. Excellent. Now third implementation class, right? Class tester3. Can you please guide is it valid or not? Is it valid or not? Can you please guide? Is it valid or not? Yes, perfectly. This one is the valid, sir. Now, if you want, let me save this code. Yes, interrupt.java. I want to compile this code. Java C interrupt.java. Perfectly valid. Because I'm not doing any mistakes, sir. Yes, perfectly valid. Code wise, no problem at all. Sir, do you know? If you have an interface, then how many implementation classes are there? Number. As the age of this interface is increasing, number of implementation classes also will be increases. Remember that, sir. Okay? Because today 3 members are there. Tomorrow another 2 members implemented. Another 3 more members implemented. Like assume 1000 implementation classes are there. 1000 implementation classes are there, sir. Now my question is, 1000 implementation classes provided implementation for how many methods? Ray, please respond. 1000 implementation classes provided implementation for how many methods? For how many methods? 1000 persons. 1000 implementation classes provided implementation for both methods. Correct or not? Because for each and every method, compulsory they should provide implementation. Yes, 2 methods. Here also 2 methods. Here also 2 methods. Like in every class contain 2 methods are there, sir. Now my question is, take a bit very special care. Tomorrow, I want to add one more method. Tomorrow, I want to add one more method to the interface. If I add one more method to the interface, either code is going to compile or won't compile. Either code is going to compile or won't compile. Ray, please respond. Is it going to compile or won't compile? Won't compile. Because the reason is, all these 1000 people provided implementation for only M1 and M2, but you didn't provide implementation for M3. You didn't provide implementation for M3. That is the bigger problem. Are you getting that? So once we declared an interface, once implementation classes are there, already there, then you should not add any new method. by mistake, if you are trying to add any new method to the interface, all 1000 implementation classes are going to be affected. Now observe void M3, void M3 like this, right? If I can take like this, comparative methods, observe that, yes sir, here because 3 implementation classes had 3 errors, sir. If I can take the 1000 implementation classes, then automatically 1000 comparative methods by default we are going to get, 1000 comparative methods by default we are going to get, sir. Remember that, okay? Is it a problem or not? Yes. So once we declared an interface, once implementation class is already implemented, you are not allowed to add any method. If you are not going to add any method, this interface, okay, not that much flexible. Now I want a solution for this, sir. Without affecting implementation classes, I want to add some method. How you can able to do that? For that, default method concept came. Are you getting that? For that, default methods concept came. What is that default method concept? Is very simple, very simple. Default void M3. Okay, default void M3. I'm providing default implementation. Default implementation like this, right? Now the point here is, take a bit special care. Now the point here, array, I'm adding new method to the interface, but no effect on these implementation classes. If implementation classes want, you can use this method. If you don't want, you can ignore this method. If you are not satisfied, no problem, you can override this method, okay? But by adding this method, there is no effect on existing implementation classes. Are you able to understand? Without affecting implementation classes, if you want to add a new method to the interface, some concept must be required. That concept is nothing but default methods concept. Clear? Are you able to understand? Yes, man. What is the need of default methods inside interface? What is the need of default methods inside interface? Very simple, sir. Without affecting implementation classes, okay? Without affecting implementation classes, okay? We can add new methods to the interface. We can add new methods to the interface, okay? If you want that facility, we can add new methods to the interface. If you want that facility, then we should go for interface concept. Regarding, then we should go for default methods concept, okay? Now, can you please tell, is it a default implementation or not? Yes, dummy implementations are, that's why I can use the word default. Regarding, that is the internal reason why this default word came, because it's the default implementation. Without affecting implementation classes, I'm adding this method. Clear? This is the new feature which is added in the 1. Which version? Ayo, which is added in the 1.8 version. This is the new feature, right? Remember. Now I hope who asked this question, Sayan, why the word default? Who asked this question? Why the word default? Are you in a position to understand, right? Default means default implementation. Sayan, default means default implementation. Okay, that's why they used the word default, but it is nowhere related to the access modifier. It's already public only. If you want, okay, it's already public only. If you want compulsory, if you want to override, compulsory we should declare as the public only in the implementation class. Next, this facility is available in the Java 10 also. Saurav, yes, available. They won't remove any concept in the middle. It's available even in the Java 10 also. Default methods concept. Are you able to understand? That's all. Yeah. This is one thing. Next, and after that, there is one more concept that came. In the 1.8 version interfaces. What is that? Static methods. Can you please tell what is the static method? Static method means without having object, you can able to call. It is nowhere related to object. Sir, if it is no way related to object, then why you should go for class? Regarding if it is no way related to object, no way related to object, then why we should go for we should go for class? Okay, so because when we should go for class, right? If you want object, if you want multiple objects for the same class, then we should go for class level. But only static methods I have. If only static methods we have, we want any object, then not recommended to go for class concept. Better to go for interface only. Inside interface, from 1.8 version onwards, you can declare static methods. You can declare static methods, including main method also. Including main method also. Happily, you can declare main method also inside interface. No problem at all. Now, sir, here observe that system.out.println. Okay, interface, sir, main method. But this facility came from 1.8 version only. 1.8 version only. Here observe that Java C interrupt.java compiles fine. Java interrupt, yes, happily interface main method is going to come. From 1.8 version onwards, 1.8 version onwards, you can declare main method inside interface because static methods are allowed. Okay, because this is nowhere related to object. If nowhere related to object, happily you can take inside interface only. No problem at all. Happily we can take inside interface only. Acceptable. It is nowhere related to object. That's why happily we can declare inside interface main method also. You can run interface directly from the command prompt. But this facility came from which version, sir? 1.8 version. So in the 1.8 version, inside interface, there are two types of methods are allowed. One is default methods. Second one is static methods. Static method. But anyway, it is nowhere related to for our certification. But make sure, just remember, from 1.9 version, we can take private methods also inside interface. We can take private methods also inside interface. Okay, itself is also applicable. Happily, you can take private methods also inside interface. Itself is acceptable, sir. Clear, right? Everyone in a position to understand. Okay, that's all. But anyway, this part we are not required to worry. What is the default and what is the static method? How you can declare like this, right? That's all. So every method present inside interface is always public and abstract. Is always public and abstract, whether we are declaring or not. Okay. But from 1.8 version onwards, including those default methods and then static methods both. Default methods and static methods compulsory having the implementation. Non-implemented methods are always public and abstract. That's all. Now the next point. What is about interface variables? Yeah, Sayan Banerjee. Here interface. Sir, interface, next class, next and after that enum. These are three things. After compilation, all these things are going to be converted into .class file only. Because the reason is JVM can able to understand only .class files. JVM can able to understand only .class files. That's why whether it is the interface or whether it is the class or whether it is the enum, it will be converted into .class files only. Who is going to take care? My compiler is going to take care. Why the compiler converting into .class files? Because these things are going to be understandable by the JVM. Are getting class loader subsystem, class loaders are going to load only .class files. Then automatically all these things are required to be converted into .class files. Who is going to take care? Who is going to take care? Java compiler is going to take care. But programmer point of view, interface concept is the different, class concept is the different, enum concept is the different. But JVM point of view, all these things are .class files only. Clear? Your doubt? Yeah. Next one, sir. Of course, this point is more enough. Just observe a bit carefully, sir. What is the next point is inside interface. Listen very carefully, sir. I'm taking a variable, sir. Index is equal to 10. Interface can contain variables also. No problem at all. Interface can contain variables also, right? Okay. every interface variable by default public static final, whether we are declaring or not, whether we are declaring or not. Remember this one, sir. Every interface variable is always public static final, whether we are declaring or not. Remember this one, because so this variable should be available to the implementation class. This variable should be available to the implementation class. That's why it's always public. Okay. Next, you can't create object for the interface without existing object also. Yes, if you want to access a variable, compulsory it should be static. Are you getting right? Next, this interface can be accessed by multiple persons, multiple people. It is a common variable. No one is allowed to change its value. That's why it is the final. Remember, every interface variable is always public static final, whether we are declaring or not. Are you getting right? Are you able to understand? So inside interface, if you can take like this, or if you can take like this, public int x is equal to 10, or if you can take like this, static int x is equal to 10, or if you can take public static int x is equal to 10, or if you are taking like this, public static final int x is equal to 10, final int x is equal to 10. All these cases, all these are equal inside interface. Whether you are declaring or not declaring, every variable inside interface is always final, is always public, is always static. Clear? This is a small extra point about interface variables, right? Remember. Yeah, final int x is equal to 10. It is also correct. Final int x is equal to 10. It is also valid. Next, the public final int x is equal to 10. It is also valid. Static final int x is equal to 10. It is also valid. Regarding all these combinations are valid combinations and all are equal inside the interface. Any doubt? Any doubt? Yes, can you please confirm? Are you able to understand? Yeah, there is one small point is there. Make sure compulsory you people should aware, sir. Here int x, is it valid or not? Int x, is it valid or not? Yo, that's all. I don't want to take anything. Is it valid or invalid? Can you please respond? Is it valid or invalid? Is it valid or invalid? Invalid. Yeah. Remember that. Remember that. There is a clear conclusion is there. What is that conclusion? Is final static variables. There is one clear conclusion is there. For final static variables, compulsory we have to perform initialization either inside static block or at the time of declaration and so on. Some rule is there internally. Don't worry about that. Just for interface variables, we have to provide initialization at the time of declaration only. That is the rule you should aware, sir. For interface variables, you should provide initialization at the time of declaration only. If you are not performing initialization, compile time error by default you are going to get. Are you getting right? What is that error, sir? Semicolon error, equal symbol expected, like this, right? So int x is equal to 10. Int x is equal to 10, like this, right? Happily, the code is going to be compiled, no problem at all. Clear, right? Are you in a position to understand? Yes, for the interface variables, compulsory, we should perform initialization at the time of declaration only. Okay, if you are not going to perform initialization at the time of declaration, then immediately compare method by default we are going to get. Any doubt? Okay, that's all. So this is next. One more small point I have to discuss because already someone asked this doubt. I have two interfaces are there, sir. Listen very carefully about this one, sir. I have two interfaces are there. What is my first interface is interface left. Now public void m1 method is there, sir. I have second interface is there. Interface right public void m2 method is there. This is public void m1, public void m2, interface left and right. Assume that here also m1 is there. M1 is there. Now here one m2 class test implements left comma right. Class test implements left and right. Left and right. Okay. I want to provide implementation, sir. If I want to provide implementation, for how many methods we should provide implementation? Please respond. Here m1, here m1, here m2. For both methods, I should provide implementation because you signed on two contracts. But both left interface method, right interface methods, compulsory we have to provide implementation, right? Okay. Now, public void m1 we should provide implementation. For m2 also we should provide implementation, right? No problem. It is already well known point only. I don't think you are going to get some difficulty to understand this one. Happily valid. Happily itself is valid. No problem at all. Now the important conclusion. Now the important conclusion is both methods are m1. Then in the implementation class, for how many methods we have to provide implementation? In the implementation class, for how many methods we have to provide implementation? Remember, only one method. Remember that only one method is enough because he is asking public void m1. He is asking public void m1, public void m1, public void m1. Then one method implementation is enough. Left person is coming. Left person is coming. Hey, where is my m1? Array, your requirement is public void m1. This is the public void m1. Right person is coming. Where is my m1? Your requirement is public void m1. This is the public. So if two interfaces contain a method with the same signature, same return type. Return type is the same. Signature is also same. Signature means method name followed by arguments. Sir, same. Then in the implementation class, we require to provide implementation for only one method. Remember this. We require to provide for only one method. Only one method, right? Okay. This one is perfectly valid. No problem at all. Valid. Abja? Valid. Any doubt? Any doubt? This is one scenario. Now observe my second scenario. Public void m1, no argument. Public void m1 of int I, int argument. For how many methods I have to provide implementation? Please respond. For how many methods I have to provide implementation? For both, because this is the different. Regarding this is the different, this one is the different. That's why compulsory we should provide implementation for both. These two methods are overloaded methods because method names are same but argument types are different. Method names are same but argument types are different. That's why overloaded methods. Now have a look once. Perfectly valid. Now listen, a bit dangerous point. Public void m1, public int m1. Can you please tell in the implementation class for how many methods we have to provide implementation? Please respond. In the implementation class For how many methods we have to provide implementation? Any doubt for both methods? Veramani, Jyoti Prasad. Yeah, good saying. Can you please tell in the implementation class for how many methods we have to provide implementation? Yes, remember that. Remember that. So here public void m1. Next public int m1. Public int m1. Okay. Return some 10 I'm taking, sir. Return 10 I'm taking like this. Can you please tell? Can you please tell what is the signature of first method? M1 no argument. What is the signature of second method? Method signature M1 no argument. Do you know? Within the same class, two methods with the same signature not allowed. Not allowed. Not allowed. Two methods with the same signature not allowed, even though different return types are there. Within the same class, two methods with the same signature not allowed. Not allowed. Suppose tomorrow, if any person is calling t.m1, which method has to respond? Either first one or second one. It's always a problem. It's always a problem. That's why. So two methods with the same signature not allowed. By mistake, if you are trying to declare, immediately compare a method by default you are going to get. Observe that. Immediately compare a method by default you are going to get. That's why if two interfaces contains a method with the same signature, but different return types, it is impossible to implement these methods, these two interfaces simultaneously. Are you able to understand? Are you able to understand this point? Yes, it's impossible, sir. You can't do that. You can't do that. Okay. If two interfaces contain a method with the same signature but different return types, same signature but different incompatible return types. There is no compatibility. One is void, second one is the int. If there is no compatibility, then in the implementation class, okay, you can't implement both interfaces simultaneously. Impossible to provide implementation. This is the last point what you people should aware clearly, right? That's all, friends. Okay, just open our material and once interface writable, only one question the possibility to ask in the exam. Interface writable. Yeah, here just observe that this is the question, interface writable. Okay, so can you please confirm here? Have a look once about these questions, sir. Forget about the answer anyway, you can trace. Sir, interface writable, there are two methods are there, write book and a set bookmark. Abstract class book implements writable. This is the line 1. This is the line 1. Public void write book. First method implemented. Next, here line 2 is there. Class ebook extends book. Public void write book. Oh, have you observed, right? Have you observed the problem? Public void write book. He is providing implementation same write book only, but where is the set bookmark method? Set bookmark method he is missing. The first person is missing. Even second person is also missing. That's why the code is not going to compile. Either compulsory you should provide implementation for this set bookmark method. Okay. Now, yes, and given the code fragment. Book B1 is equal to new ebook, and then is calling B1 dot write book. Which option enables the code to compile? Obviously, which options are only, sir? Here I want to create like this. I want to create ebook object. Compulsory only one way. Declare, provide implementation for set bookmark method. Provide implementation for set bookmark method. Okay, like this. Now they are providing at line 4, insert public void set bookmark. The remaining cases are not going to work. They are telling some other suggestion, but this is. So if you want to create an object for this class, okay, compulsory, this one should not be abstract. If it is not abstract means, compulsory, you should provide implementation for set bookmark method. For set bookmark method, you should provide implementation. Then automatically, so like which option is the correct? This is. Everyone can aware? Everyone can able to understand? The same example we covered already. Class service provider, class sub-service provider, extensor service provider, like, okay, that's all. Beyond that, this knowledge is more enough for the certification, right? Let me talk about next terminology. Oops, so just go through the bits whatever we shared in our question bank. Next, if you are facing any problem, please let me know so that we will discuss in detail. Don't worry about that. Okay, so now what is the next thing we require to talk about? Oops concept, right? Sir, but before going further this concept, first aware what kind of questions we can expect for the exam sake. Based on that, we can respond. We can start our preparation. Now have a look once. So all these are maybe a chance exactly or same kind of questions possible, right? Observe that. Observe these things. Sir, compare and contrast the features of Java object-oriented encapsulation and so on. So the basic OOPS terminology you people should be aware. Next, describe inheritance and benefits. Yes, create methods with arguments including overloaded methods. So we require to talk about overloading. Apply encapsulation principles for a class. We require to talk about encapsulation. Next, develop the code that makes use of polymorphism, overloading, overriding. You should be aware. Next, difference between type of reference and type of object means parent p is equal new child we are going to use. What is that? Create overloaded constructor, differentiate default and user defined constructors. These are concept very important concepts are for the exam especially. Remember this one, sir. I don't know the reason, but they are giving very much importance for this concept. Remember, create and overload constructors, differentiate between default and user defined constructors. Okay, use super under this access objects and constructors. How you can able to use a super under these keywords to access objects and constructors. Next, determine when casting is necessary. Sir, when casting is necessary, typecasting, how you can perform typecasting, object level typecasting. These things compulsory you people should be aware, sir. Sir, this is the agenda. I mean exactly Oracle syllabus. This is, I mean Oracle people provided syllabus, OCJA syllabus only related to the OOPS exam objectives. Next, sir, theoretical. Which 3 statements describe object-oriented features of Java language? Okay, there are some features, right? So theoretical question. Next, what is that uses access modifiers to protect variables and hide them within the class? Which concept is it? Inheritance, encapsulation, like this they are asking. Next, which statement is the best encapsulation? Theoretical questions only, right? Next, given 2 classes, like this is just they are asking a bit theoretical thing. Okay, next, a bit theoretical, even sir, we provided given the following code fragment, okay, like get set length and so on. Sir, which 2 changes will encapsulate this class? Ensures that, okay, like so ensure some theoretical questions are related to the encapsulation. Next, here they are asking and given which 2 options will fail at line 1 to include the main method, like class employee we have manager. Next, director, like just they are asking something like so e dot salary, parent reference child. It is the inheritance related bit. Okay, don't worry, we are going to discuss. So next, protected resolve class child extends parent. It is the overriding related method. Overriding, sir. I want to override. Yes, what we can able to perform. Next, sir, here like which two benefits of polymorphism. Next, about structure of a Java class. Like there are several questions are there. Almost this is very important concept. What you people should debate, sir. Regarding almost around 13 questions are there related to OOPS concept. But I specified especially there are some topic constructors like because it's even if the part of OOPS concept, but there are several questions are there related to the constructors right there. So I don't know why they give that much importance for this topic, but you can expect n number of questions for this concept, right? That's why constructors is one concept we require to perform post-mortem like anything. Almost around, sir, here also, almost around how many questions? 9 questions are there only from the constructors concept. That's why you people should have clear clarity about OOPS and then constructors, especially overloading, overriding, inheritance, basic terminology. You should have clarity, right? Okay. Can I start the cinema? Yes, ma'am. Can I start the cinema? Okay. Well, here just observe first let me talk about OOPS, just a basic OOPS principles, right? So now the first word I have to talk about data hiding. The first word, do you know? Can you please talk about the OOPS principles like data hiding, encapsulation, polymorphism, abstraction, overloading, overriding? Okay, like you can able to talk all these features compulsory. You should have clarity, sir. So first word, data hiding. Can you please tell what is data hiding? The name itself indicates. Have you observed, right? Hiding of data. Hiding of data. What is the data hiding? Data hiding. What it means? Can I spell out? Okay. Our internal data should not go out directly. Our internal data should not go out directly. Outside person can't access our internal data directly. Regarding outside person can't access our internal data directly. Internal data directly. This concept is nothing but data hiding. Regarding that outside person can't access our internal data directly. This concept itself is nothing but data hiding. Remember that, sir. So best example, if outside person can able to access our data directly, security problem may be a chance to come, sir. Some before providing data, compulsory we have to check some authentication. Something like I will go to the bank. I'm the valid customer of the bank. I can ask my account information by providing my username and password or my account number and some by showing some ID proof. But can I ask what is the Chiranjeevi account balance? Regarding if I can ask what is the Chiranjeevi account balance, if Chiranjeevi account balance can be accessed directly by any person, then definitely it's always a problem. That's why outside person should not access our internal data directly. Regarding our internal data should not go out directly. This concept itself is nothing but data hiding. Regarding that, sir, best example. Yes, how you can able to achieve data hiding? Just have a look once. I have class account is there. Then compulsory we have to declare public double balance. Compulsory public double balance. Regarding private double balance. So every data number, sir, by declaring private, outside person is not allowed to access our data directly. By using private modifier, we can able to implement data hiding. Any doubt? Are you able to get? So that's what this is. So what is the advantage? Of this one, sir? Security is the biggest advantage. No one is allowed to access my internal data directly. Then immediately you ask, sir, someone came, he's the valid person only. What I will do is, don't ask balance variable directly. Can you please ask get a balance method? Ask a get balance method. Now in the get balance method, what I will take is, so get balance method, I will validate this person is the valid or not. Validate user, sir, this person is the valid or not. If valid, if valid, then only return amount. Return, then only return balance. Regarding if this person is valid, then only return balance. If this person is not valid, then automatically, if this person is not valid, then automatically, sir, don't return, you are not authorized. So if any person accessing our data by using method, within the method, if you want, you can able to perform validation, authentication, these kind of things, right? That's why don't provide access to our data directly. Compulsory, we have to provide access to our data through methods only. Inside a method, you can able to check whether this person is valid or not. Some sort of validation or authentication, we can able to do that. Clear for all of that? That's all. This is about what is data hiding. What the meaning of data hiding? Can you please respond? Can you please respond? What the meaning of data hiding? Yes, data hiding. Outside person should not allow to access our data directly, or our internal data should not go out directly. This concept of OOPS is nothing but what data hiding. How you can achieve by using private modifier? We can able to achieve data hiding, private modifier. Next, what is the biggest advantage of data hiding concept? Security is the advantage, right? Next, do you know that's why for any data member, just observe that for any variable, recommended modifier is always private. Remember that recommended modifier is always private, right? Okay. For variables, sir, which modifier is the recommended, sir? Private is the recommended modifier for variables. Sir, for methods, which modifier is the recommended? Public is the recommended. Method is nothing but some service. That service can be accessed by multiple people. Sir, data is nothing but, variable is nothing but data. Outside person should not access. That's why private. Do you know in some languages like C language, the default modifier is the private only. If you are not taking any modifier for a variable, by default, the default modifier is always private. But in Java, luckily we have some other default modifier is there. But in C, if you are not taking any modifier for the variable, then the default modifier is just simply private only. Clear? Any doubt? Respond, man. So this is what is the data hiding? What is the advantage? How you can implement a data hiding like this? Small theoretical concepts. Don't worry much about that. Next, abstraction. We can use the word abstraction. Can you please tell what is abstraction? Yes, ma'am. What is abstraction? Yes, there everything is abstract. We are using the word abstraction. Abstraction means no transparency. Regarding abstraction means no transparency. No transparency. Internally, how it is implemented, we don't know. Regarding internally, how it is implemented, we don't know that. Yes. Anyone, can you please tell what is abstraction? What is abstraction? Anyone, can you tell? What is abstraction? Do you know? Best example. Have you ever used ATM card? Everyone compulsory should use ATM card at least once in your lifetime. Okay, sir, ATM card. If you want to use ATM card, yes, if you are going to use ATM card, you are going for the ATM center. Then you are going to swipe the card. After swiping the card, you require to enter PIN number. After entering PIN number, what is the how much? After entering PIN number, then we will ask. Then we will ask how much money you require. Like you are going to enter 10,000. Enter button. Then immediately you are going to get a 10,000. Then you can enjoy. Okay, but luckily because of Modi, now these days 10,000 is the bigger amount in the ATM centers. Okay, 10,000, not 500, 2,000, 4,000, up to that only we are going to get. Very rare to get 10,000 rupees from ATM. Now, my question here is, sir, you used multiple times ATM card. Sir, you got service also. Whenever you enter, you enter some what we call ATM card PIN number. Whenever you enter, internally, what thing is happening? Can you please tell? Whenever you enter 1234 PIN number 1234, internally, what thing is happening? Please respond, man. If you are silent, I can't continue. Please. What thing is happening? If I enter, something like validation is happening. So whether this card is valid, whether this person is a valid person or not, it's a validating, right? Now I don't want general word validation. Which code it is executing internally? Is it Java code or .NET code or some other language code? Which code? C code or C++ code or Java code? Can you please tell? Ayo. Can you please tell which code is internally executing? Next, is the code executing in the local machine, or the request is going to send to the server? If the request is going to send to the server, where that server is located? Yes, ma'am. What is the username and password of that server? Next, in database, which SQL query is going? Which SQL query is going on? What is the exact query is triggering for my database to validate this card? Are you getting? Can you please answer any of these questions? But still we are using our ATM card. Still we are using our ATM card hundreds of times in our life, but we don't know all these things. It's simple. To use ATM card, what is the need of knowing all these things? Not required. So here what the bank people are telling, what the bank people are doing, hiding internal implementation. Hiding internal implementation and just highlighting the set of services. Are you getting, boss? These are the services we are going to offer for you. If you want, you can get these services. But internally, how these services are implemented, don't ask, because we are going to hide, because these things are not required for you. Are you getting? Hiding internal implementation and just highlight the set of services. What we are offering is the concept of abstraction. Remember that, sir. Abstraction means what? Hide internal implementation, just highlight the set of services is the concept of abstraction. Best example for abstraction is nothing but interface, right? GUI screens. Are you getting? GUI screens. What is that I? Have you observed? What is that I? Interface, graphical user interface. Are you getting? So GUI screens, sir. Array, if you want to deposit, if you want to withdraw, then automatically click withdraw button. That's all. If I'm going to click withdraw button, internally what thing is happening? That is nonsense, not required for you. We are not going to highlight our internal implementation. So hiding internal implementation, just highlight the set of services what we are offering is the concept of abstraction. Everyone can aware? Yes, ma'am. Are you able to get right? Okay. So this is what is the abstraction. Again, what is the advantage we are going to get, sir? What advantage we are going to get because of abstraction? Wherever hiding is there, the biggest advantage we are going to get is security concept. Remember this, security is the concept, because you are going to hide something. Suppose you have 1 kg gold is there. 1 kg gold, you are not going to keep outside. Are you getting right? You have to hide very carefully inside locker, bank locker, or otherwise in your personal locker. You have to keep. You are not going to expose to the public. I have 1 kg gold or 2 kg, 100 kgs gold and so on. You can't do that. Okay, or getting such type of thing is nothing but abstraction. Wherever hiding is there is by default considered as sir, security is the biggest advantage. Remember that, sir. So first word, data hiding. So outside person should not access our data directly. Data directly. By using private modifier, we can able to achieve. By using private modifier, we can able to achieve, okay, this data hiding. Next, hiding internal implementation. Hiding internal implementation. How internal it is implemented? This is not data. Internal implementation, how it is implemented, that thing is by default considered abstraction. Okay, just highlight the set of services and hide internal implementation. The biggest advantage, whether it is the data hiding or whether it is abstraction, the biggest advantage what we are going to get is security. Clear, right? Everyone can aware? Are you seeing the difference between data hiding and abstraction? Data hiding talks about only variables, man. Next, abstraction talks about internal implementation. Okay. Next, what is encapsulation? Regarding what is the meaning of encapsulation? Anyone can you please guide? Anyone can you please tell what is encapsulation? From our textbooks, from our childhood onwards, we know the process of the process of binding, the process of grouping, binding. Okay, the process of binding data and methods into a single unit. Is called encapsulation. Encapsulation is nothing but the grouping mechanism. Binding data and the methods, corresponding methods into a single unit is nothing but encapsulation. Suppose best example for this. Okay, if any Java class, right? Suppose I'm taking a class of student. For this student, there is several data is there. Roll number is there. Next and after that, marks are there. Next and after that, sir, age. Next, age and address. Like there are several. In addition to that, do you know? In addition to this, there are several methods are there. Get marks. Next and after that, get attendance, get the fee information, get attendance, like this. So there are several methods. The process of binding data and the corresponding methods. This is the data, sir. This is the corresponding method. The process of binding data and the corresponding methods into a single unit is nothing but encapsulation. Regarding what the meaning of encapsulation, right? The process of binding data and the corresponding methods into a single unit itself is nothing but encapsulation. Everyone can able to understand? Yes. Are you in a position to understand this one, right? What is the meaning of an encapsulation? Okay, that's all. So here data members and the corresponding methods. Okay, like this, right? So now any Java class is the best example for encapsulation. Any Java class is the best example for encapsulation. Right? So just observe the word encapsulation. What is this one? Can you please read this? One? What is this one? Ayo, what is this one? Capsule. Are you getting that? Capsule. Okay, what is the meaning of capsule? You know, right? Okay, at our childhood somewhere we may heard about capsules, right? Okay, capsules. Just observe that. So suppose if you are getting cold, then automatically cold act capsule is there. The medicine. If you consider that capsule, medicine, like if you consider that, do you know? Sir, the required medicine which can be used to cure cold, to cure cold. Okay, that medicine is going to be capsule, is going to be grouped into a single capsule, which is nothing but cold act. Regarding which is nothing but cold act capsule, right? Sir, any capsule is nothing but something like grouping, group the required medicine, which can be used to cure a particular disease is by default considered a capsule. Sir, here also it is one capsule, student capsule. Here the required data and the corresponding methods we grouped into a single class is by default considered as capsule, encapsulation, right? Remember. Sir, the best, do you know the best example for encapsulation? Any Java class. Any Java class itself is the best example for encapsulation, right? Up to this, I hope everyone getting clarity. So the process of binding data and the corresponding methods into a single unit is nothing but encapsulation concept. Okay. Next, sir, this is theoretically okay. Theoretically itself is okay, sir. But I will go for one more. If any component follows data hiding, if any component follows data hiding and abstraction, such type of component is said to be called encapsulated component. This is another definition, sir. Theoretical definition is okay. Binding data and corresponding methods into a single unit is called encapsulation. But sir, here what is the meaning of encapsulation? If any component follows data hiding and abstraction into data hiding and abstraction, such type of component is by default considered as encapsulation. Remember that. Clear, right? Okay. So what it means, sir? If you either data hiding or abstraction, all these things are part of encapsulation only. Don't treat encapsulation as a separate concept. Okay. Wherever security is required, obviously my encapsulation concept is there. This grouping mechanisms are okay. Now, Saurav, encapsulation nowhere related to polymorphism. Remember that it is never be static polymorphism. It will never be dynamic polymorphism. It is completely different concept. Okay. Now I have one small doubt, sir. What is my doubt is, I'm taking one class account. Observe carefully, sir. I'm taking a class account class. I'm taking, sir. Now here private double balance. Balance I'm taking. Public private double balance I'm taking. Next, a public double get balance. Observe that get balance. I'm asking about get balance. Sir, here just I will validate, because inside a method I will validate. If it is the valid, I will validate. If it is the valid, validate. If it is the valid, then automatically return balance. Like this I'm thinking. Next, a public void update balance, like you can pass double balance, update balance, double balance. Okay, like this. Now here also, whether this person is the right person or not, yes ma'am, validate. Next, balance. Okay, balance, this dot balance or something like this dot balance. Balance is equal to balance plus this dot balance plus, okay, plus is equal to balance, like this I can able to take. So now I have one doubt. Can you please observe up to this whatever we covered? What is encapsulation? Theoretical definition I provided. One more definition I provided, right? Theoretical definition is the process of binding data and the corresponding methods into a single unit. The process of binding data and the corresponding methods into a single unit is nothing but encapsulation. Excellent. If any component follows data hiding and abstraction, that component is said to be encapsulated component. Now, can you please tell, is this one example for encapsulation or not? Please respond. Is this concept is the example for encapsulation or not? Is this example encapsulation or not? Yes, because here the process of binding data and the corresponding methods into a single unit. Observe that the process of binding data and the corresponding methods into a single unit is nothing but encapsulation. Itself is nothing but encapsulation. Yes, one first definition satisfied. So account related data, account related functionality, we are grouping into a single class. That's why it is encapsulation. Excellent. But where is this definition? Is it satisfied or not? Can you please tell? Data hiding and abstraction. In this example, are you seeing data hiding? Yes, ma'am. Are you seeing data hiding? Oi. In this example, are you seeing data hiding? Yes or no? Yes. Yes. We are saying yes because variable is the private. Variable is the private. Then automatically it is the data hiding. Data hiding concept only, right? But where is abstraction? Anyone, can you please tell? Are you seeing abstraction? Hiding internal implementation. Hiding internal implementation. Where is that hiding internal implementation? You are telling that it is encapsulated component. Compulsory should satisfy both abstraction and data hiding. But where is data hiding concept? I mean abstraction concept. Yo, no response. All the people are there in the session? Yes, ma'am. Everyone there? Then why you people are silent? Yes. What is the answer by default we are going to get? Yes, Saurabh. So you are telling it is data hiding concept is there. Data hiding is there because it's the private. Outside person is not allowed to access our data directly. Next up, where is abstraction? That's about my doubt. Here, listen a bit very carefully, sir. Here, we never going to highlight this class to the end user. We never going to highlight this class to the end user. What I will take, this total class, I will take within the server. Within the server, this total class I will take inside a server. For the end user, just I will display some GUI screen. Observe carefully, sir. GUI screen saying, welcome to XXX bank. Welcome to XXX bank. If you want to perform withdraw, click this button. If you want to perform withdraw operation, click this button. Click this button. If you want to perform deposit or update balance, then sir, like this. If you want to balance inquiry, click this button. Whenever end user click balance inquiry button, internally this method is going to execute. Of course, this class is available inside a server. Within the server, this class is there. Whenever balance inquiry button he is clicking, internally this method is going to execute. Whenever withdraw or otherwise deposit, this method is going to execute. Regarding this method is going to execute, sir. Sir, end user never give a internally which methods are executing, which class related methods are coming, or in which language the backend code is implemented. All these nonsense, my end user don't know. Are you getting right? We never going to highlight, oh, this is the class, these are the methods for the outside person. Outside person is always going to communicate via some GUI screens. Whenever you click that, internally these classes are going to be executed. These methods are going to be executed. So hiding internal implementation from outside world. Are you getting that? To the outside world, I don't want to highlight my internal implementation. Just I'm going to highlight the setup services. Are you able to understand now? Yes, ma'am. Are you seeing abstraction is there in this example or not? Yes, because we never going to highlight this implementation to the outside person directly. Are you getting what we are going to do? What we are going to do is we we will provide some UI screens, GUI screens. Oh, through this you require to contact. Through this you require to contact. But internally, how it is implemented? How it is implemented? We don't know. We don't know. You are not required, man. I will take care internally like this, sir. I hope everyone can able to understand. Yes, are you in a position to understand everyone? Okay, that's all this is. So this is the best example for this is the best example for sir encapsulation. Remember, if any component follows data hiding and abstraction, that component is said to be encapsulated component. Okay, like sir, I have one small doubt, sir. I hope you are in front of your system. Keyboard is there with you, correct? Can you please, keyboard is there? Keyboard is there. Can you please press Shift A? Can you please press Shift A? Shift A. If you press Shift A, what you are getting? Capital A, right? What you are getting? Capital A. Capital A I'm getting. Correct, Shift A, capital A I'm getting. Now my question is, whenever you click Shift A, immediately capital A is displaying on the screen. Sir, how my physical energy, just I press internally, how it is going to display capital A? What code is executing internally? Are you getting what code is executing internally? Where that code is implemented? Are you getting where it is implemented? No. Sir, you are using keyboard. If you want A, then type A. You press A. If you want B, then press B. Array, whenever I'm typing A, whenever I press A or B, internally what thing is happening? Sorry, you are not required aware. You are not required aware to use. If you want A, press A. That's all. Internally, how it is implemented? That is a nonsense. That is nonsense. Are you able to understand, right? Okay. That's all. This is nothing but. This is nothing but okay. What encapsulation? Are you getting that? What abstraction? Hiding internal implementation, just highlight the set of services is the concept of abstraction. If any component follows abstraction under data hiding, that component is said to be encapsulated component. Now everyone can able to understand what is the meaning of encapsulation, right? So you know what is the main advantages of encapsulation? What are the main advantages of encapsulation? We can achieve security, sir. We can achieve security. First one, security we can able to achieve. Next, enhancement will become very easy, because the reason for that is we never want to highlight our internal implementation to the outside. Regarding, I never want to highlight our internal implementation to the outside. So tomorrow I want to change this Java code with sir Python code, because I thought that Python is good. I want to replace with the Java code with the Python code. But this UI screen is always same. UI screen is always same, sir. So without affecting end user, we can able to perform any changes internally, because I never highlighted my internal implementation to the outside person. That's why enhancement will become very easy. Remember that it improves modularity, and it improves security. There are several benefits are there because of this encapsulation. Are you getting any doubt? What is the biggest advantage of encapsulation? What is the biggest advantage of encapsulation? We are going to hide everything, hiding data, hiding implementation. Then obviously what advantage we are going to get, sir? Security is the advantage by default we are going to get. Clear? Sir, do you know interface concept is a bit difficult, because I covered in internal things, but it's a general OOPS concept. It's very easy. So first start listening the things, automatically you people are going to get very easily, because interface concept a bit internal things I touched. That's why some people may feel a bit difficult and so on, but these concepts are very easy. So we covered about data hiding. What is the meaning of data hiding? Srinivas Rao sir not responding. What is the meaning of data hiding? Yes. What is the meaning of data hiding? Outside person should not access our data. directly. Outside person should not access our data directly. Our internal data should not go out. Is the concept of data hiding. What is, how you can able to achieve data hiding? By using private modifier. What is the advantage? By default we are going to get security. That's all. What is abstraction? What is abstraction? Hiding internal implementation. Hiding internal implementation. Just highlight the set of services. Okay, hiding internal implementation and highlight the set of services is the concept of abstraction. What is the advantage? Obviously security is the main advantage. Is always security is the main advantage. Okay, what is encapsulation? What is encapsulation? Okay, like the encapsulation means data hiding plus abstraction. Data hiding plus abstraction. We are going to hide the data. We are going to hide the internal implementation. Such a type of concept is nothing but encapsulation. The biggest advantages for this encapsulation are security. The first biggest advantage, enhancement will become very easy. It improves maintainability. Because without affecting outside person, happily you are allowed to perform any type of changes internally. We are not required to worry about outside person, because outside person point of view, UI screen is always same. Java code can replace with Python can replace with .NET. Anything you can able to do internally, because we never going to highlight our internal implementation to the outside person. Clear? Yes, that's all. These three are one group, sir. These three things are nothing but one group. Data hiding, next and after that abstraction, next encapsulation. These things are one group. This total group talks about only security. That's it. Next, there is another concept is there. What is the other concept? Is inheritance concept. Observe that, very important concept for the interrogatum, sir. Remember this one. Even for day-to-day coding also, it is a very important, sir. Inheritance concept. Can you please tell, this inheritance is also known as is a relationship. Inheritance is also known as is a relationship. Can you please tell, what is the main advantage of inheritance? What is the main advantage of inheritance? Anyone, can you please tell? Please respond, each and every person. I hope you may have basic idea, but we will discuss. Don't worry. What is the main advantage of inheritance? I want response from each and every person. Badal Patel, Purushottam, Raviraju, Srinivas Rao, Sumit. Can you please respond? Yes. Okay. What is the main advantage of inheritance concept? The biggest advantage of inheritance concept is code reusability. Are you getting? The biggest advantage is code reusability. Right? Sir, what is the meaning of code reusability? What it means? That part we are going to discuss. Don't worry much. How you can implement inheritance concept? By using extends keyword. Are you getting? How you can able to implement inheritance concept? By using extends keyword. Remember, right? Sir, what is the meaning of code reusability? What the advantage we are going to get with this inheritance? Like we will discuss. Just observe that, sir. Suppose I have one class test is there, sir. This test class contain 10 methods are there. Legend, very carefully, sir. Test class contain 10 methods are there, sir. 10 methods are there. So now I want these are 10 methods plus some more extra methods I want. Plus some more extra methods I want. Plus some more 5 more methods I want. Sir, total 15 methods I require. Total 15 methods I require. But this class provide only 10 methods. I want to extend these are 10 methods to 15 methods. What is the possibility? What is the possibility, right? Very simple. Take class subtest, extends test, define 5 more methods. That's all. Here we are defining only 5 methods. Here we are defining only 5 methods. 5 methods. Now the question is, take very special case, sir. Test class contain how many methods? Test class contain how many methods? Respond 10 methods. Subtest class contain how many methods? Subtest class contain how many methods? Subtest class contain how many methods? Hey, respond, man. Good. Subtest class contain how many methods? How many methods? 15 methods. Are you getting 15 methods? So whatever methods parent has, by default available to the child class. Whatever methods parent has, by default available to the child class. We are not required to rewrite these methods. Okay, so automatically available to the child class. Now child class contain 15 methods, but I didn't rewrite these methods. So write once the methods in the parent class, automatically all those methods by default available to the child class. All those methods by default available to the child class. This concept is nothing but code reusability. Okay, sir, these are 10 methods. How many times you are writing? Only once in the parent, automatically available to the child class also. Clear, right? So why the word extends a keyword? Why the word extends a keyword? Because 10 methods we are extending. 10 methods we are extending to 15 methods. We are going to extend existing functionality with some extra functionality. That's why. So we are with this is nothing but what? Inheritance. This is nothing but what? Code reusability. Everyone can aware what the meaning of reusability? Yes, friends. What the meaning of reusability? Is it clear for all of you, right? Sir, how many times we are going to write these 10 methods? Only once, sir. But in every child class, automatically these 10 methods by default available. That's all, sir. Okay, sir. This is what these 3 conditions: easier relation, code reusability, and the extends a keyword legend. Now I want to go for a small chota program. Legend carefully. Compulsory one important conclusion you are going to get, sir. These 3 or 4 conclusions are there. These are very important. Make sure. Sir, I'm taking class P, parent class. Parent class contain public void m1 method is there, sir. Here I'm taking system.out.println of the parent. SOP of the parent. Now I'm taking class C, extends P, class C, extends P. I'm taking class C, extends P. Public void m2 method. Public void m2 method I'm taking. System.out.println such child. That's all. Now I have one small doubt, sir. Legend, each and every person. Parent class contain how many methods? Please respond. Parent class contain how many methods? Only one method. Only one method. Child class contain how many methods? Child class contain how many methods? Good. How many? 2 methods. 2 methods because parent class method automatically available to the child class. That's why child class contain 2 methods. No problem at all. Now class tester. public static void main string array args. Public static void main string array args. Now my question is, here parent p is equal to new parent. I'm creating parent object. Sir, now onwards the words are very strict. Listen carefully. I'm creating parent object. And I refer to that by using this p. This p is a parent type. This p itself is parent type. Regarding, I'm using parent object, parent reference, parent object, parent reference, sir, like this one. Regarding, so parent reference, parent object, no problem at all. Now p dot m1, please guide, is it valid or not? Parent class contain m1 method. Parent class contain m1 method. You are creating parent reference, parent object, p dot m1. Valid or not? Valid or not? Yes, perfectly valid. Now if you want, let me compile this code. Let me compile and let me run this code. Java C test.java. Valid, sir. Perfectly parent method is going to come. Excellent. No problem at all. Valid. Now, in the child class, which method is available? Please guide. Listen carefully. In the child class, which method is available? M1 method or M2 method? Child class. Of course, child specific method. M2 method is there. Now, p dot M2 I'm calling. Can you please tell which method will execute? Yeah. Which method will execute? Each and every person should respond. Which method will execute? Sir, because M2 method is available in the child class. M2 method is available in the child class. Which method will execute? Okay. Remember, compile time method we are going to get. Compile time method we are going to get at this line. Because this M2 method is the child method, but not parent method. So conclusion is, whatever methods available to the parent class, whatever methods are defined in the parent class, by default available to the child class. By default available. Whatever methods are defined in the child class, by default are not available to the parent class. Remember that. Parent class methods available to the child class, but child class methods are not available to the parent class. That's why on the parent reference, you are not allowed to call child specific methods. By mistake, if you are calling child specific method, immediately we are going to get compile time error. Observe carefully. Yes, error, cannot find symbol method M2 was, I'm unable to find the symbol. The symbol is not there. Okay, cannot find symbol. Okay, like the compile time method by default you are going to get. Remember this one, sir. Yes, I hope you people can able to understand, right? Cannot find symbol. Which symbols are method M2? Like compile time method by default you are going to get. That's why the conclusion is very clear. Whatever methods available in the parent class, by default available to the child class. But whatever methods available in the child class, not available to the parent. Okay, remember. Let me repeat again. Here just I'm typing. The people who want just better to take, or otherwise just observe carefully. Whatever methods defined in the parent class are by default available to the child class. Regarding whatever methods defined in parent class are by default available to the child class. But whatever methods defined in the child class are not available to the parent. Are not available to the parent because inheritance concept is implemented from parent to child, not from child to parent. Inheritance concept is implemented from parent to child, not from child to parent. That's why on the parent reference, child specific methods we can't call. By mistake, if you are calling compile time error, by default you are going to get. Any doubt? Any doubt? Shubham Das. Getting right? Yeah. Now, next one. Please respond. Next one, sir. Okay, anyway, sir, just let me comment. These are otherwise, let me remove because the points is very clear. Child C is equal to new child. Child C is equal to new child. Can you please observe which object I am creating? Which object I am creating? Child object. Which reference I am using? Which reference I am using? Reference means this one. Child reference, child object, right? Excellent. C dot M1, C dot M2. Can you please tell valid or not? C dot M1, C dot M2. Valid or not? Please respond. Valid or not? Because parent class methods by default available to the child. Parent class methods by default available to the child. What is the problem? 100% pakka valid. Have you looked once? Just now I covered already this point. Valid, parent and child, both methods are going to execute man. Yes. Now, here this conclusion, of course, is going to provide that. Next, sir, very important. Take more care for 2 minutes. Here, parent P is equal to new child. Parent P is equal to new child. New child I'm taking. P dot M1 valid or not? So now my question is, which object we are creating? Which object we are creating? Child object. Which reference we are using? Parent reference. Okay. Parent reference can be used. Parent reference can be used to hold the child class object. Parent reference can be used to hold child class object. Remember that. Okay, no problem. That's why I'm using that. P dot M1. Now, is it valid or not? Valid or not? Valid. What is the problem, man? What is the problem? Because M1 method is available in the parent. If it is available to the parent, automatically it is available to the child also. Perfectly valid. Valid parent. Now I'm taking P dot M2. Can you please confirm? P dot M2. Valid or invalid? Oh, respond. Here object is child class object, not parent object. Valid or invalid? Valid or invalid? P dot M1. Next up P dot M2. P dot M2. Valid or invalid? Okay? Make sure. The people who are feeling it is valid. For them, compulsory you should have clear clarity. Parent reference can be used to hold child class object, but by using that reference, we can't call child specific methods. We can't call child specific methods. We can't call child specific methods. We can call only methods available in the parent class. We can call only the methods available in the parent class. Remember this one. Parent reference can be used to hold child class object, but by using that reference, we can't call child specific methods. But which methods you can call? We can call only the methods available in parent class. Best example, how, sir? Why? Here compiler is always going to ask only one question. Array, you are calling P2 on what? P. Sir, in the P is what type? P type. In the parent, ETCM2 method is available. No, sorry man. Sorry, you can't, we can't execute this one. We can't compile this code. Observe that. Compile time error. Cannot find symbol, method M2. Cannot find symbol, method M2. This point is very important point. Parent reference can be used to hold child class object, but by using that reference, we can't call child specific methods. We can call only the methods available in the parent class. Then immediately you people may have the bigger doubt. Sir, if you are not allowed to call child specific method, if you are not allowed to call child specific methods, then what is the advantage of this one? There is the biggest advantage is there, polymorphism concept. There we are going to discuss in the polymorphism, right? But there is use is there. Okay, just aware. Sir, that's all. I hope everyone can able to understand. Everyone can able to understand this point. Parent reference can be used to hold child class object, but by using that reference, we can't call child specific methods. We can call only methods available in parent class. Okay. Next, the fourth point, sir. Fourth point, observe that. Can you please tell, is this line valid or not? Parent P is equal to new child. Is it valid or not? Valid. Parent reference can be used to hold child class object. But child C is equal to new parent. Is it valid or invalid? Are you getting? Is it valid or invalid? Child C is equal to new parent. Valid or invalid? Okay, remember that. Parent reference can be used to hold child class object, but a child reference cannot be used to hold parent class object. Child reference cannot be used to hold parent class object. By mistake, if you are trying to hold, immediately compile time error we are going to get. Observe that. Observe this one. It is not child not having that capability, man. Here observe what is that compile time error? Incompatible types. You can't assign like this. Clear, right? So we can parent reference can be used to hold child class object, but child class reference cannot be used to hold parent class object. Child class reference cannot be used to hold parent class reference. That's all. Okay. But sir, why we can't assign that CC is equal to new parent? Because inheritance concept is implemented parent to child, but not from child to parent. Sayan, are you getting right? Parent to child. Parent can take care about child class object, but child can't take care about the parent, because parent may have some other childs also. Observe that. Parent reference cannot be used to hold. Parent reference can be used to hold child class object, but child reference cannot be used to hold parent class object. Remember, clear, right? Any doubt? This is one very important loophole. What you people should aware about this. Okay.